Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
Good evening and welcome to the Shield Center at Sanford Health Athletic Complex for the North Dakota Class A East Region Boys Basketball Tournament, the EDC. Happy Saturday, everyone. Derek Zimmerman-Geyer and Jacob Tinson with you on hand for the first game of the EDC qualifying and championship round. Today we see who tallies up a ticket to the state tournament and who heads home as March basketball begins. Our first boys basketball bash pits the Shanley Deacons and the Fargo North Spartans against one another with season-ending applications in play. Shanley, Fargo North, East Region Playoff Basketball. We'll tell you all about these two teams and then some coming up on our American Federal Bank pregame show. This is the North Dakota Class A East Region Tourney on yourliveevent.com.
For 20 years, 702 Communications has been connecting people and businesses to the world through internet, telephone, and TV. And as your needs have changed, so has 702. Our dedication to our community and customers runs deep. So when you call, we listen. And you can trust that we'll never stop working to bring the latest technology to our friends and neighbors. Thank you for 20 years in business. The best is yet to come.
It's a family-oriented community.
Great community to raise kids in a family.
They're a safe place to raise a family, and can go four-wheeling on the trails or kayaking down the river.
Just more than knowing the family that's here, it's getting to know new neighbors.
We wanted to be somewhere that was community oriented, and this felt just perfect.
Let's face it, most of us don't go a day without our phone, computer, or tablet. These devices have not only financial data, but confidential information for our businesses too. Hello, this is Dustin with Irie Insurance, and cyber threats happen around the country every minute of every day. People have lost everything at the most and had huge inconveniences at the very least. That's why we offer a variety of cybersecurity insurance coverages for small and big businesses. Don't wait until you lose customer information or money. Go to IrieInsurance.com to protect your business today.
Hello, welcome everyone again to our American Federal Bank pregame show in the Shield Center at the Shack as yourliveevent.com brings you this win or go home matchup between the Shanley Deacons and the Fargo North Spartans. Happy Saturday, everyone. Once again, I'm Derek Zimmerman-Geyer, joined by Jacob Tinson on yourliveevent.com, and it's a playoff basketball atmosphere for the North Dakota boys of the East Region. Shanley looks to shake Fargo North for a third time with a state tourney berth at stake. Let's check out how both these teams found their way to the Shield Center, starting off with the Fargo North Spartans, the number 6 seed in the East and number 9 team in Class A, sitting at 12-12 overall, an 8-4 home record final, 4-8 on the road, and 12-11 in the East region. This team is 4-1, however, in its last 5 and 6-4 in the last 10, averaging 70 points per game and at 68 giving up. Their last 5 look like this. Defeated Grand Forks Central 67-58 on February 23rd. Defeated Fargo South, like we talked about earlier on in the girls' part of this tournament game, of this tournament afternoon, 74-55 on the 25th. And then in the first game of the EDC tournament, a playing game, 79-58 victory versus Devil's Lake for the Spartans. Defeated Fargo Davies, or lost to Fargo Davies, who's going to be in the championship game later on tonight on yourliveevent.com, 78-67 on the second, and then defeated Grand Forks Central once again at 76-49 just 2 days ago on March 4th. They're coached by Ted Critchley and the number 6 seed in the East, looking to finally break their losing ways against these Shanley Deacons. Let's see how the Deacons square up with the Spartans. The Deacons, the number 5 seed in the East, number 5 seed, and 10-12 overall, 5-5 final home mark, 5-7 on the road, and 10-11 in the East. They average 63 points per game and give up 65. You may ask yourself, those numbers don't quite stack up with Fargo North's overall 500 record, but the sole reasoning behind Shanley being the number 5 seed over Fargo North comes due to 2 victories in favor of Shanley over Fargo North back on January 9th and January 29th. A 2-0 regular season sweep of the Spartans in favor of the Deacons. And Coach Tony Paper's team. His team in his last 5 are 2-3, but it looks like this. 74-63 lost against West Fargo on the 16th. Lost to Wahpeton 83-71 on the 19th. And then defeated Devils Lake 52-39. Got back at Wahpeton on March 2nd on the first round of the EDC tournament. And then lost to West Fargo Cheyenne 87-46 in the semifinals. We'll see that game after this one later on, coming up at 6:15 on yourliveevent.com. We'll have more post-game coverage after that, and then pre-game coverage continues on here in your American Federal Bank pre-game show. Thank to our sponsors. Make investments at American Federal Bank at AmericanFederalBank.com. We'll take a break here. When we come back, we'll talk to the coaches and see what they say about all this coming up on our pre-game coaches' comments here at the EDC tournament at the Shield Center in Fargo, North Dakota.
Red River Valley Speedway, what a great place to let your heart race. Excitement second to none. Every Friday night you're gonna feel alright. Your destination for family fun. Red River Valley Speedway, the fastest high bank dirt track in the upper Midwest.
At Nielsen Brand Law, we know lawyers are meant to solve problems. Whether you are going through a divorce, navigating a business dispute, need help with an estate plan, dealing with the death of a loved one, or are facing criminal charges, we are here to help. The attorneys at Nielsen Brand Law want to make sure your future is secure. You'll receive individual counsel for your specific needs and also an entire team working for your best potential outcome. Nielsen Brand Law, with offices in Fargo, Mayville, and Grand Forks. We are ready to work with you. Visit us online today at NielsenBrandLaw.com.
The City of Hillsboro welcomes you with opportunities to build, grow, live, and work in the Hillsboro community. With the City of Hillsboro Renaissance Zone, new businesses and entrepreneurs can use to start a business. The time for you to consider Hillsboro is now. Come see us, make the drive, and visit the City of Hillsboro. Contact city offices or visit www.hillsboro-nd.com. Small town, big opportunity. Experience Hillsboro.
Welcome back to our American Federal Bank pregame show on yourliveevent.com. Now time to talk to both the head coaches in this qualifying matchup between Shanley and Fargo North. Let's talk to the head coach of the Shanley Deacons first, Tony Paper, in a quick interview as he came out for pregame.
I'm joined by the head coach of the Shanley Deacons, Tony Paper, as pregame continues on. Your team is out here. You walk into the arena. Your initial thoughts as you're about to take on Fargo North, with my mask, for the third time this season.
Season's come down to one game. Put ourselves in position to go to state. Now we got to come out, play 36 minutes, and earn the right to get there.
Are you a believer in third time's a charm? You can get a clean 3-0 sweep against the Spartan squad in one season?
I'm not a very superstitious guy. If you come out and play basketball, you're going to win no matter how many times you play a team. Obviously, the first 2 times we played him, they were missing Sem. That's going to be a big difference in tonight's game. We got to protect him and guard him a little differently than we did the first couple times we played him. But again, we got to execute our game plan, and if we do that, we'll have success.
The score has grown the last 2 times you played him. First in the single digits, second time you kept him at arm's day. How have both teams changed since January?
Well, again, they got their guy back from whatever happened to him, and that's a big difference. You got a key player like that to their roster. And we've kind of been up and down with our shooting. You know, we go as well as we shoot, and some nights we're not shooting very well, and the score dictates that. Some nights we shoot a little bit better, and the score dictates that. We just need to come out and play a complete game and hit our shots tonight.
Coach, one key to tonight's matchup.
We got to hit our shots. We got to play basketball. We got to keep the game at our pace. You know, we're not a team that's going to score in the 80s and 90s. We got to keep the game in the 60s. We got to shoot the ball with some precision, and then we got to lock down the good players.
Thanks for your time. Good luck.
Thank you, sir.
Coach Tony Paper of the Shanley Deacons with his pregame thoughts right there as soon as he left the locker room. As our American Federal Bank pregame turns on, we'll now talk to the head coach of the Fargo North Spartans, Mr. Ted Critchley. Joined by the head coach of the Fargo North Spartans, Coach Ted Critchley, coming into this matchup against the Shanley Deacons. His team that has got your number before earlier this season, 2-0. Initial thoughts coming into the Shield Center?
Well, the nice thing is they got us 2-0, so I think what our kids are looking at is, I would say, and I think our kids would say the same thing, is we didn't have our best 2 games against them. And so the concept of playing for state is a little bit different for us. We just want to make sure that Shanley gets our best this time.
So there's the saying, of course, hard to beat a team twice in one season. Are you a believer in that, and are you a believer in a third time in the season?
Well, I hope third time's a charm. Okay. I hope the third time for us is a charm, and I'm sure they're saying the same thing right there. Not a really big believer in that, to be quite honest with you. I think there's going to be new players that we have. They're going to have kids that their lineup's different from the last time we play. When you play, I think the last time we played was January, if I'm not mistaken. And as a result of that, you got new teams, new situations, new sets. Everything's completely brand new, I'd like to think.
That first game you guys played back on January 9th, 76-72 decision. And then 20 days later on the 29th, a little bit more at arm's length, 59-44. You said lineups have changed, rosters have changed since then. What else may have changed for you guys personally in the playoffs?
Well, I never like to talk about one kid, but we got Jeremiah Sem coming back. He's only a freshman. He's a pretty dynamic player. I'm not sure who knows of him, but he's done some big things for us. We also have another freshman that we put in with Carter Zeller. And so these 2 freshmen, young kids, but they've really been picking up a lot of the scoring slack. Both of them average. Well, Carter's as a double-double kid with about 16 a game. I think that's what it is, since he's been moved to the starting lineup. I should say it that way. Sem is just a human highlight reel. He really is. He's one of the best players I've coached for 30 years. He's one of the best players I've coached, and he's only a 9th grader. So we didn't have him the first 2 times. So we're looking to see how we play with him, and we're also looking to see how Shanley defends against him.
What might we expect from the last 2 matchups to carry over into this third contest?
Well, I think there's a little rivalry. I think you can kind of hear it in the tone of my voice right now. There's a little rivalry right there. Again, it's not so much about the qualifier. I think it's the fact that we're playing Shanley and we want to beat them, and I assume it's the other way around for them as well.
Coach, anything else you'd like to add?
Nope. Should be a great game. Thanks for covering us tonight.
Of course, Coach. Thanks for your time and good luck.
All right.
Thanks to Coach Ted Critchley of the Fargo North Spartans for taking time out of his busy itinerary for our pregame coach's comments on our American Federal Bank pregame show. Once again, make some investments at AmericanFederalBank.com. As we have about a minute 40 before tips off here at the Shield Center at the Shack in Fargo, North Dakota. Let's recap what happened this morning and early afternoon with the girls' games in the EDC tournament. Our first game of the morning, Grand Forks Red River defeated West Fargo Cheyenne 63-54. Second game of the morning / afternoon carried on into the early afternoon with Devils Lake defeating West Fargo 76-64. Both those games, of course, on yourloveevent.com, as are all 6 tournament games this lovely Saturday afternoon and evening. The final game of the girls' bouts, the championship round, the championship game, with Fargo Davies downing Shanley 64-47 and claiming the EDC title on the girls' side of the court. About 45 seconds left and ticking here in our American Federal Bank pregame show. Thank you to our sponsors, and thank you to everyone to tuning in to yourloveevent.com. You can click and subscribe for more content, daily top plays of the week, the month, and the day on our YouTube and Twitter pages. At Your Live Event 1 is our Twitter page handle, and you can find us on YouTube, of course, at Your Live Event. About 22 seconds remaining. Let's break down these 2 teams once again. They've seen each other twice. Shanley has defeated Fargo North twice, 2-0. That first meeting on January 9th, a 76-72 victory for the Deacons. And then 20 days later, on the 29th, defeated the Spartans once again, 59-44. On Shanley's home court, getting the victory over the Spartans. As the buzzer sounds here at the Shield Center, we'll take a break. Well, actually, wondering if they'll play the national anthem again since we did so in the morning. Once we hear word on that, we'll make a decision to go to break or have our starting lineups. The way the players are lined up, it looks like we will have a national anthem, so we'll take a break. We'll come back with the starting lineups and tip-off here in the EDC qualifying game between Shanley and Fargo North on yourliveevent.com.
The Ada EDA is committed to improving the quality of life for Ada residents by providing assistance to new and small businesses, developing and assisting with affordable housing to provide economic growth in our community, and including building incentives with affordable lots in great locations with amenities, and also city property tax abatement and free city utilities. For information, contact City of Ada 784-5522 or visit the City of Ada website adamn.gov.
I'm the first kid in my family to have graduated from college. And then at NDHSAA, they told me, hey, look, you can get credits for this, you can go further. So I start to see like my horizon broaden up. I'm going to be pretty unstoppable. My name is Julie, and I'm here for my future.
Going to NDHSAA, I found out way more than just like sports. I met a lot of people just on my floor, and then different activities you could go to that were on campus. I for sure will look back at all the memories and love it. My name is Grace, and I'm here for my future.
We built Irie Insurance with one philosophy: hire great people and provide great service and options. We want to help protect your home, farm, crops, personal, and your businesses. Hello, this is Shane with Irie Insurance, and since day one, we have followed this golden rule to help protect you. That's why we have so many locations like West Fargo, Devils Lake, Hope, Hillsboro, Mackville, and Towner. To find out more about Irie Insurance, go to IrieInsurance.com. Irie Insurance is an equal opportunity employer and provider.
It's just about that time for tip-off on yourliveevent.com here in the EDC tournament on the boys' side in our first qualifying game of the late afternoon session. Shanley takes on Fargo North, and it's time to meet the competitors starting this matchup. As they go over the cheerleaders, we'll go over the players for Fargo North first. The Spartans at 12-12, at 12-11 in the East region. They look like this on the board. Number 1, Ryan Manley, a senior guard. Number 4, Jeremiah Sim, a freshman guard, getting more playing time and back into the lineup. Number 24, Luke Loberg, a junior forward. And then number 32, Jalen May, another junior forward at number 32. Carter Zeller rounds things out, the freshman center, wearing 4-0, number 40 across the chest in the back. As the lineup's being introduced right now, and we see him for Fargo North. Let's recap them one more time. It goes Manley, Sim, Loberg, May, and Zeller. For the Shanley Deacons, it looks like this. Number 14, Emmett Kinney. Number 15, Braden DeKaiser. Number 20, Jackson Pollard. Number 23, Connor Kraft. Number 25, Tyler Kraft. Kinney, senior guard. DeKaiser is senior guard as well, both at 6'3". Jackson Port, guess what? 6'3" as well, junior guard. Connor Kraft, a sophomore forward at 6'6", and Tyler Kraft, junior guard at 6'3". Kinney, DeKaiser, Pollard, Kraft, and Kraft. Connor and Tyler. Both teams coached by respectable coaches, of course. Ted Critchley of Fargo North, Tony Paper of Shanley. We just got through looking at Fargo North once again in the girls' game, they had opposite reverse side going back and forth between each team's lineups. And as they do right now, Kraft comes out, Tyler Kraft for the Shanley Deacons, and then coming out, number 40, Carter Zeller for the Spartans. It'll be a coming out party to see who goes to state between the Deacons and the Spartans. Jacob Tinton, welcome to you in the broadcast booth here for the evening part of the session with the boys getting underway. I told you off air, we're going to see some pretty good basketball here in Class A, and especially the height we're going to see between these players.
Absolutely. You see a bunch of freak athletes here in Class A. A couple games later in the day, we'll see some D1 athletes. Even this one, we have a D1 athlete in Emmett Kenny. He's going to be going to Stanford as a kicker. I was actually at a game earlier where he hit a 58-yard field goal. So not necessarily what his main sport is in basketball, but also a great basketball player as you see him in the starting lineup.
Kenny, the kicker. Now, We get kicked off underway here in the first half. 1 on the tip-off by Fargo North. They go left to right with Jeremiah Sim, the freshman, goes to the right corner now to Carter Zeller. Now top of the key, this is Loberg. He loses the handle on it, gets it back at the sideline. Now dribbles past, goes to right elbow, drives in the paint. Going to put up a shot from the left paint. Counted in a foul. No, they're going to call a charge. No, they call count a foul. They will send Luke Loberg to the line. The ref calling the foul. First foul right off the bat in the first possession from the first 18 seconds. And Loberg has 2 and misses the first one right off the bat, quickly getting to the free throw line. 2-0.
Looks like Fargo North really has kind of the underdogs here in this one. Lost twice already to Shanley, coming out with a hot start already.
That shot won't go. Pulled down by Loberg in the right short corner. Now running the floor, Fargo North is. Here comes inside the paint. This is number 1, Ryan Manley. Oh, Cirque du Soleil, young man. The senior guard puts it up from the baseline, puts it in. And he gets a look at a three-point play. Back-to-back cracks at the original trifecta play.
Just like I said, they're coming out strongly. They want to get on that scoreboard quick and get points up on the board right away because they know that this Shanley team can come back in bunches.
5-0 early with Fargo North on top thanks to the three-point play by Ryan Manley in the paint. Now here come the Deacons going right to left, red on red. Now right wing, this is a top right wing 3 off back iron over the backboard by number 25, Tower Craft. His shot awry over the glass, and it heads back to the Spartans. Spartans up 5-0 early, 17:05 first half in ticket. And here comes Sim, the freshman. Coach Critchley excited to get him back. Oh, nice move inside. Now between the legs, corrals it back up. Going to put up a high glass, won't go. Going for his own rebound. Gets his own rebound and puts up 2. Off and out again. And now, will he get it again? No, it comes back over to the Spartan side of things and going inside. Oh, almost blocked by Sim, but put in by number 20, Jackson Port, for the first 2 by the Deacons. It's 5-2.
I think he actually got a hand on that, but it still went in. Sam, the athletic ability there, rising up for that one, almost blocking that one away.
And here's Ryan Manley. He has 2. He goes to Sim in the left wing. He's guarded by number 14, Emmett Kinney, the kicker from Sanford. Sim's going to pull up top of key 3. Airmailed, I believe, out of bounds. And back to Fargo North. You can hear, back to Shanley. Hear the air ball chants break out from the student sections here in a healthy crowd at the Shield Center. Good atmosphere for playoff basketball at the Shack. Here is Kinney to left wing. Now to number 20, Jackson Pollard. Now kicked around the arc. And there's right short corner. That is Xerxes. And now inside, number 23, Connor Kraft finds 2 from the paint underneath. And push it between 5-4 now. 15-54 in the first.
Fargo North is in that 1-3-1 zone, and they played that perfectly, did Shanley. Got to the corner and got it in the middle. Middle is a weak spot there in that 1-3-1 zone, and they got it right there and got 2 easy points.
Nice defense by Connor Kraft, poking the ball away. Sim tried to dish inside the paint, and Connor Kraft keeping it out of bounds. Time to inbound now with Ryan Manley for the Spartans. Manley takes the balance from the inbound. Now goes left corner. This is Loberg. Now goes left wing to Sim. Sim guarded by Kinney. Back to left front court. Now looking to the left, goes top of the key to Loberg. Loberg puts on the dribble, has 5 seconds to get off, turns around, puts up, has nice shot defense there by number 23, Kraft, and coming down the rebound is Tower Kraft. Now out to the right short corner, now out to the Kaiser, now feed inside and stolen away by Manley. Manley finds a turnover first by Shanley, and the Spartans running the floor now. Manley goes to the right side, baseline, spins in, now going to back in, now kicks out off the shoe of Jalen May, and a turnover for Fargo North. Tit for tat they go. Now here's Emmett Kinney, left short corner, goes to Kaiser, top of the key. Now dish around the arc. Here's a right corner 3, put up, put in by Jackson Pollard. He now has 5 points and takes the lead at 7-5.
And there's that quick run, a 7-0 run now in favor of Shanley after a quick 5-0 start by Fargo North.
14:43 here in the first half. Oh, Sim, move, nice look inside the paint. And he is fouled. He heads to the line. The freshman, his first look from 15 feet away tonight.
Gotta be a little disappointed he didn't finish that one. I thought he had a really clean look after the foul to get that up, but just left it a little bit too short.
That foul as Sim puts it up and rattles off his first miss. That foul on number 23, Connor Kraft, excuse me. I believe he substitutes out here in a second. He does in his place. We'll get a number here in a second. Sim, his second attempt, 0 for 1, 0 for 2 goes the freshman. No points so far. It's 7-5. Fargo North still on top, going right to left. Now go to left wing. This is Kenny. Kenny back now in the right wing. This is Tyler Kraft, right corner now. Other Kraft now. Kenny inside now. Here is up to Kaiser from the left short corner. Puts it in. Midi is money. We have a timeout immediately after the bucket by Kaiser. It's 9-5 and a 9-0 run by Shanley, up 9-5 with 14:24 left in the first half.
See your future come together at Lake Region State College. Train for in-demand careers, part-time, full-time, or online. At Lake Region State College, we change lives.
Coming back from the timeout by Coach Ted Critchley of the North Fargo Spartans. His team giving up a 9-0 run after going up 5-0 in the first over 6 minutes, no, over 5 minutes of the first half. Now inbound, going left to right for Fargo North. We have new players into the game. Number 2, Cody Schwartz has the ball. Now he goes to the right wing to Ryan Manley. Back to Schwartz near the top. Now back to Manley again on the right side. Manley feeds inside, overhead pass to Loberg. Now top of the key. He gives it off to a new player in. He goes to looks for Jalen May. Jalen May, that one goes off of Shanley's hands, and still Fargo North basketball.
And after the timeout, Shanley went to a 2-3 zone to kind of confuse him a little. Probably had a play drawn up for man-to-man defense, but going to the 2-3 zone, they're kind of looking a little confused there on this possession.
Isaac Cody, number 10, checks into the game. He just inbounded it. Now he goes off to Kobe Schwartz on top of the key. Now left wing. Here's a left wing three up and airmailed by Isaac Cody and taken down by number 15, Braden DeKaiser. He goes inside. Nice dish over to number 13 and is in for the 2 off the bucket. Number 13, Matthew Holstein, and he finds 2, and now it's 11-5 with Shanley on top, 13:35. Now Schwartz, bounce pass Loberg, now top of the key. Kobe going to pull for 3, back iron up and high, and pulled down, I believe, by number 15, DeKaiser once again. Now DeKaiser, he goes right elbow. Oh, nice dish inside off the foot. Yeah, kick ball, and still Shanley basketball.
That would have been a pretty pass if we would have been able to connect on that one. Just unfortunately off the foot of a Fargo North player right there.
Kobe Schwartz and Jalen May check out. Looks like Jeremiah Sim and Luke Loberg come back to the game for Fargo North. Still Shanley basketball with the inbound. 24 seconds to get off on the shot clock. Here's number 14, Emmett Kinney, right wing. He goes top of the key. NBA range 3 from Tyler Kraft won't go. Long rebound. Oh, over the sky high rebound by Braden DeKaiser. They call a foul. A foul against, it will be against Fargo North. It'll be Luke Loberg. First for him and third team foul. Now right wing pulling up for 3. Off mark is Jackson Pollard, won't go. Now pulled down by Sim. Sim now running the court. The freshman in the right elbow puts the move, puts on the Euro. Nice defense. Couldn't finish and is pulled down by Emmett Kinney. Kinney now in the right front court. Slows things down on the sideline. And he'll dish to the right corner. Pushing the right corner now is Pollard. He jumps up and he is denied. Get that out of here. Kinney fighting for the loose ball. That was DeKaiser. Now Kinney has it near the logo. With 13 seconds to get it off, he goes over to Tyler Kraft, left side. Now back to Kinney, right wing. Now back to Kraft. Tyler Kraft pulls up, left elbow, puts it up, and rattles in and out. And a loose ball eventually pulled down by nobody. It is Fargo North basketball.
Oh.
And they're calling what are they calling here? They called a foul against Fargo North?
I'm not sure what happened there. They either changed their mind, or I think it was just a change of mind. The other ref might have saw something else. So Shanley basketball.
Here's Kinney, right corner, feed inside now, and shot won't count. Number 13, Matthew Holstein, senior forward off the bench. He will go to the line. Excuse me, no shot on that one. And Matthew Holstein is fouled.
We're not quite in the NBA here. That would have been continuation in the NBA. It would have been free throw shots there.
Oh, no one's there for that one. Eventually tracking it down, Jackson Pollard off the inbound. Near midcourt now, he goes Tyler Kraft. Top of the key, now goes left corner to the Kaiser. He tries to go cross court, he does, to Pollard, and it's stolen away. Coming back with Fargo North, looking to go coast to coast, feed to Sim now. Sim backs out, top of the key, goes to Manley. Manley dished out right short corner. And now here's Loberg, now top of the key. Here's Isaac Cody, he goes left side, looking for number 40, Carter Zeller. And here's right wing three, put up and put in. Loberg finds that one from the right wing for 3. He's got 5, and it's 11-8, breaking the drought.
A big bucket there for Fargo North. They've been held scoreless for a good chunk of the game there. Able to get back on the scoreboard there on that one.
And here's the right front court. Now go to Pollard, left wing 3, put up, put out. And now a loose ball, pulled it down by the Kaiser, his third board, offensive rebound, and goes in bait. Oh, what a dish over to Holstein. Holstein loses the basketball, and it's Fargo North possession on the scoreboard.
Fargo North lucky on that one, just some miscommunication there. They had 2 people grabbing for that rebound, and then Shanley player ended up coming away with it. And then luckily, we're able to get the ball to go out of bounds on Shanley.
11-8, 11-28 in the first half. Here's number 10, Isaac Cody. He goes right wing to Jeremiah Sim. Sim now, the freshman, blows his shoulder, bulldozing down, and they call a travel against Sim. Took one too many steps, trying to focus on holding on to the basketball. Fargo North's second turnover of the afternoon. Do we have a timeout? We do, I believe. We have a stoppage of time. What's it going to be? Looks like we have a substitution ready to come in for Shanley. And this substitution will be for Braden the Kaiser. In place of him, number 2 looks to be Alex Wheelock.
Must be a blood timeout because the ref called for a ref timeout, and now it looks like he's getting some attention there with the medical staff.
Alex Wheelock, a sophomore guard. Now go left wing to Kenny, now top. Now kick right corner, back and forth. This is Kraft, Tyler Kraft. Now right back to the right corner again. Putting on a move, fitting inside. This is Molstein in the paint. He is fouled. Slaps the basketball down, but he does get a trip to the line. That one does count as a shot.
We've seen that play a couple of times, getting into that right corner and then just being able to drive in and then dish to their cutting post player there for a potential easy 2 points, but this time getting to the line for 2.
That one off the mark by Holstein in his first attempt at the line. He has 2 points. Looks like Jalen May checks in now for Fargo North in place of Isaac Cody. Jalen May back in the game, original starter of a junior forward. Holstein back at the line, number 13. 50 feet away, puts it in, rattles home. He's got 3, 1 for 2, and it's 12-8 with 10:55 in the first. Sim now, cross midcourt, goes to the right wing. Handoff now to Manley. Manley glides. He'll hand off to May. No, fakes it. Now goes back to Sim on the left side of the wing. Gets a screen there from number 40, Zeller. Now Sim dishes out to May. In the paint, up off the glass, won't go. No foul call. Some of the fans want one. Now running the court is Emmett Kinney. He goes right corner for number 2, Wheelock. Now dish around the arc to left corner. This is Tyler Kraft for 3. Short and pulled it down by Zeller. Carter Zeller, the freshman center, getting his hands on the basketball. Now coming with it is Loberg. Along the left side baseline, guarded by Tyler Kraft, goes to May, left wing. May gonna body his way, back his way like a dump truck, put up with the right hand, and put it in.
Go to work, big fella. Getting rewarded with 2 points there, just backing down and getting into the rim.
And you can outsize your opponent like that and just back into him and put up from 2 feet away. Jalen May will do that every day. 12-10, 9:55 first half. Now here's a left wing 3, put up and put in by number 2, Alex Wheelock, his first bucket. And it's 15-10 with Shanley keeping the lead on right now. 9:45. Sim right wing. Guarded closely. He's going to pull up for 3, and he is fouled, and he'll go to the line for 3.
And Kenny can't even believe that. He thought he got a clean block on that one, but 3 shots will be coming up here for the freshman.
That's on Emmett Kinney, his first, and team 4 for Shanley. Now Sim at the line. He's 0 for 2, has no points so far and 2 boards. 0 for 2 from the foul line, that is, and now make that 0 for 3 for the freshman. 15-10, Shanley leads Fargo North, 9:38 first half. Qualifying contest to go to state. Sim 0 for 4 from the line. One make by Fargo North was off an and one play by Ryan Manley. Luke Loberg also had an 0-1 mark as he went for the and one earlier. Tyler Kraft checks out for Shanley. Look for a substitution here in a second. And that one rattles home for Sim, his first point of the night. 15-11, 9:35 and ticking. Now go to Kinney, left front court. He goes back to Wheelock. Wheelock, bullet pass inside, dish around the right corner. This is up and out from DeKaiser and pulled it down off the three ball. Defensive rebound by Ryan Manley. Now he goes coast to coast and bobbles it off his shoulder for a second. He kicks up to Jalen May left corner. May, he'll drive inside, put his effort down. Now dishes it off over and almost found the end one to Zeller. Zeller is fouled going up for the lay-in from the right block. And he heads to the line. A lot of trips, a lot of looks for the Spartans early on in the paint and at the foul line. And leaving points off the board, 5 so far for Fargo North.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's nerves or what. I mean, it is a state qualifying game right here, so you have to settle in a little bit and get those nerves shooken off a little bit as you see him sink that free throw there. Hopefully that'll settle the nerves a little bit for all of them.
15-12 now. Zeller, his first point, first make. That foul on number 24, Dylan Erholtz. That one off the mark by Zeller. Now it's over to Kinney, left corner. Now go to Wheelock, left front court. He goes to Kaiser, right wing to Kaiser, back to Wheelock. He'll pull up NBA range 3, bang! Wheelock, oh my goodness. Calm down, sophomore.
Off the bench and ready to shoot 2 3-pointers right away off the bench for him.
Looks like Sim is ready. He drives in baseline. They step on the baseline. He did. Too much baseline. Turnover. Fargo North. Shanley on top after that. Wheelock Trey. 18-12. With 8:42 at the play. Wheelock now has 6. We have a substitution coming out for Fargo North. Number 24, Luke Loberg, checks out. His replacement, looking for him right now. Now Mrs. Wheelock, top of the key. Number 12, that would be Sapana Lujan. Now in the right corner, wide open there for a second. Now dishing it off to DeKaiser and picked away by Zeller along the baseline. Turnover for Shanley. Now in the left wing is Lujan. He kicks the May in the left block in the paint, and that was in triple traffic. Found Johnny on the spot by Carter Zeller in the right side block, and he finds it for Vaduz. He has 3 points, and it's 18-14. Fargo North chipping back into it, down by 4, 8 minutes left for half. Carter Kinney, or Ed McKinney now left wing. He goes to Wheelock right wing, guarded by Sim. Back to Kinney. Emmett goes back to Wheelock. He'll pull up again, and short. That's a heat check for him. Pulled it down by Zeller. Zeller running the floor. A pass. Oh, sky high goes Sim. Sim puts it up off the glass. Won't go off for him. Now here's Zeller. He goes off the high glass and in. Zeller was looking for the high right reel dish. Sim had to stop for it. Nonetheless, the Spartans find 2, and it's 18-16, 7:30 now. Kinney now in the right wing. He goes right corner to Kaiser. Back to Kinney. Zone defense here by the Spartans. Now in the left corner, that is Erholtz. Back in left corner, he'll fire for 3. Short airmailed, and the student section will let them hear it. The Kaiser finds rebound, but right into the hands of Sim for the turnover. Now pushing it back, Sim kicks out to Manley. Manley underneath the baseline, now backs out to the court. Now here is Lujan, way back, and off the mark, off the rim, and pulled it down. And now we have a timeout to catch our collective breaths by Coach Tony Paper and the Shanley Deacons. Will take one with him. His team up 18-16 with 7 left to play in the first half.
The Ada EDA is committed to improving the quality of life for City of Ada residents with affordable housing lots to provide economic growth in our community. Loans are available to help with neighborhood improvements with the costs of demolition for home or building up to $7,500 in forgivable loans with 0% interest. For more information, contact the City of Ada, 218-784-5522, or visit the City of Ada website, adamn.gov.
Welcome back after the timeout from Coach Tony Paper and the Shanley Deacons, up 18-16 after the 2 in the deuce by Carter Zeller. He's got 5, leading his team along with Luke Loberg for Fargo North over Shanley right now. here in the qualifying matchup in the EDC tournament between the Deacons and the Spartans. Third time these two teams have squared up this 2020-2021 season in Class A. Now it's Emmett Kinney, right wing. His team up by 2. Goes to Wheelock, top of the key. He goes to number 20, Jackson Port, back in the game, back to Wheelock, right wing. Now this is Kinney, right corner. Emmett Kinney, guarded by Jalen May. Back to number 15, the Kaiser. He'll drive in 15 feet away, left elbow, midi up, off the mark, pulled down by Jeremiah Sim for his third rebound. Sim running up the court, down by 2. He drives in the paint, and a charge is called against the young gun, gunning his way in the lane, and it's a turnover for Fargo North, their 4th of the first half, matching Shanley's 4 turnovers.
Sem really was coming in there strong, but I don't know if I necessarily agree with that call. Emmett Kinney looked like he was already falling before there was even contact, and he even turned away from it. So questionable call there, but Sem was coming in there a little reckless. So that was probably the main reason of that call.
Sim's first foul as Kinney drives in the baseline, and they call a foul before he gets up the shot. That foul, Sim's first, team 4th. Now with Braden DeKaiser to inbound, you can hear the dismay from the student section. From the Shanley students, DeKaiser looking to inbound. He looks at Kinney. No, he goes left corner. This is Pollard for 3 off the back iron and aggressively pulled it down by Zeller. Feeding it immediately up to Jalen May. Bounce pass over to Manley. Manley rolls it in for 2. Right hand, left block, in for the deuce. That was pretty by the Spartans, and they tied up at 18 all. Manley now with 5 points, excuse me. And now up to the other side. That shot's no good by Kraft. And long rebound, scrappy rebound. Eventually, once again, pulled down by Zeller. 18-all, here to tie with 5:44 in the first half. Break that tie. Manley again, same spot, same result. He's got 7 in a 20-18 lead for his Fargo North Spartans.
Put him in a spin cycle for the 2 points.
Doing some laundry down there, and now trying to reciprocate on the other side is number 20, Jackson Port. His rebound, his shot won't go. Jalen May behind the back. Oh, he is denied. Coming out of nowhere to save that one. Matthew Holstein. Now he gets a Kinney, and Kinney now inside the baseline. He is fouled, does some push-ups, gets up, and we have a foul on the board. Kinney, it is a shot foul, and Kinney will go to the line. Jalen May had a clean look, clean dish to himself behind the back dribble, and coming to block it, Matthew Holstein, resulting now in a foul. Emmett Kinney with the first attempt on the other side, and Kinney swishes it. His first attempt and his first point. And Kinney brings it within 1. I believe so. They're going to put it on the scoreboard. 2019, there you go. 5:12 first half. Kinney now looking for a second attempt. Second make. No, sir. And it's off. Long rebound going to be found. Top of the key by Port. Feed inside now to Kinney. He can make up for it. No, he goes to Kaiser, and Sim rips it away. Shanley turns over for the 5th time. Now Sim goes across again. Another charge. What do we got here, Stripes? Sim has so much energy bundled up. As soon as he gets the basketball in any type of breakaway or transitional offense, he immediately goes out inside the paint. And a foul to slow things down. Manley inbounds now to Loberg, now to Sim, right wing.
Sim likes to go full throttle, but he can change speeds in an instant. Goes from just dribbling it slowly and just exploding off the dribble.
And exploding, not exactly exploding, that was a little nice touch there by Luke Loberg from the left block for 7 points. Almost an explosion in the turnover, but it's 22-19 nonetheless for Fargo North with 4:40 in the first. Here is Emmett Kinney now, top of the key. Goes right wing now, drive inside, baseline, kick out, paint. No, tipped away. Kinney gets it back. Oh, what a pass. Back to midcourt to Tyler Kraft over the shoulder. Now, Tyler Kraft puts the moves on, puts some sauce on it, and put it in the oven and bake it for Tyler Kraft. He's got his first bucket of the game and brings it within 1. He's got 2, and it's 22-21. 4:15 with Sim back on the top of the key. He splits the defenders. Oh, between the legs. Getting a little fancy with it.
Not sure if it was being fancy or we just lost the handle.
He had to at that point, but it looks smooth nonetheless. Jalen May, contact foul, body on the ground. Jalen May was spinning inside the baseline, and they call a foul. And that will be the 7th team foul by Shanley. It sends Jalen May to the line. Jeremiah Sim checks out. In his place will be number 5, Daniel Botane, a junior guard. Sim checks out for the first time in a while. Botane in for the first time this afternoon. Another substitution. Or maybe Luke Loberg just going to talk to coach. And the Loberg comes out in his place. Looks to be number 10, Isaac Cody. May puts it up, puts it in his first attempt and first look. He's got 3. And extends the lead to 23-21. May, his second attempt, in. 4 for the junior forward and a 24-21 lead for Fargo North with under 4 minutes now to play before halftime. Here's the Kaiser at the logo. Directing traffic now to Kinney. That was actually Tyler Kraft. Now top of the key. Pushing inside now on the right side. Block won't go from Connor Kraft's shot. Long rebound now found in the right block. And the Kaiser coming in for the scoop layup. 4 points for him now. Brings it to 24-23. Here's Isaac Cody. Near the logo on the right side to Tyler Manley. Now he goes to Jalen May, top of the key. Now to Isaac Cody, left wing. Gonna go back to May or go inside. He elects to go inside now to freshly checked in number 5, Daniel Botane. Now Jalen May, top of the key, gets it from Botane. Gonna go Manley in the right side. He's got 4 seconds to get off. Jalen May, a pass. Oh, how did he thread that needle to the left block? Bake it in, no! Oh, he couldn't find it from Zeller. Oh, what a pass by May. That would have been top 5 plays of the week worthy if that one was able to fall in. May, nonetheless, couldn't find it to go. And now here comes Tyler Kraft and company with the rebound and on offense. Now, Braden the Kaiser, top of the key. He goes inside now to Connor Kraft. Left paint, puts it in for 2.
That was not an easy shot. Catch and release right away with the defender right there. That was tough.
And Shanley takes the lead for the first time in a while. Second lead change of the afternoon, 25-24 with 2:30 first half. Jalen May, top of the key. 3 won't go. Picked down by Manley. He goes left side midi. That's short. And here come the Spartans. That one now with the Kaiser. The Kaiser racking up the rebounds with the Windex. Sim McKinney now, left wing. Slows things down. The Kaiser has 5 rebounds. Kinney goes inside the right block, splits traffic. He's fouled, and he goes to the line. He really wants that L1. He's been there multiple times, JT. Can't find it to go. Can't get that friendly roll, but he goes to the line once again. He's 1 for 2 so far with 1 point.
So you look very disappointed not being able to finish that one. Thought he had a pretty good look at it, even after drawing the contact, but just couldn't quite get that one to go.
That foul, the 7th foul by Fargo North. Both teams in a bonus. I believe Sim just checked back into the game. Coming in place of Luke Loberg. Kinney now, with both teams in a bonus. Goes 0 for 2 off the back iron, or front iron. Pulled down by the Kaiser once again. The Kaiser now right wing to Pullert for 3. Yes, sir! He warms up his hands. He's getting hot right now. He's got 8 points, and it's 28-24. Shanley on top by 4 with under 2 minutes to go.
Shanley really has been cleaning that offensive glass. Has gotten a ton of second chance opportunities, and that 4 or 3 points on that one.
That won't go on the left corner. 3 by Isaac Cody. Pulled down by the Kaiser once again. And now go to Emmett Kinney. Or was that Tyler Kraft? Emmett Kinney now at the foul line. He splits the defenders. Oh, Sim almost got upended trying to guard Braden the Kaiser. They're going to call a foul here on Jeremiah Sim going up too high. And it sends Braden the Kaiser to the line. That's Sim's 2nd, team 8th for Fargo North.
It will be a 1-and-1 situation here, though, because they did call it on the floor because he never got a shot up off that contact. So it'll be 1-and-1 right here.
The Kaiser, 1-and-1 indeed. In the bonus. Now he has 5. Pushes it to 29-24. Jalen May checks out in his place. Is number 20, Aiden Carlson, senior center, in for the first time this afternoon. The Kaiser now, 2 for 2. Goes the senior guard. He's got 6 points and a 6-point lead at 30-24 with 1:30 left before half. Isaac Cody now across the timeline, directing traffic, telling Sim to go right wing. He goes to Sim right wing. Bounce pass. Sim now backing against his defender. Dribble, top of the key. He'll drive in lane, finds a lane in the middle, puts up the runner for 2, won't go. Rebound not corralled yet. It is, and it's Emmett Kinney. Emmett Kinney slows down to a walk. He's talking and dribbling with Coach Tony Paper. Now goes across the timeline to the Kaiser left wing. He's guarded by Sim. Gets a screen from Connor Kraft. Goes to Connor Kraft. He'll throw up 3. That goes off the rim and pulled it down by Zeller. A dicey 3 there by Connor Kraft. He has a tough defensive look right there. Now here is number 20, Carlson in the left block. He looks put up against the Kaiser, and he does. Coming hot off the bench. Aiden Carlson for 2, and finally breaking a little drought there. 30-26. Shanley still on top. 35 seconds and ticking in the first half. Here is Tyler Kraft now. Putting some sauce on that dribble and putting a scoop layup that won't go. And did it go off of someone else? It wasn't a traditional block.
No. I don't even know exactly what happened, but it hit him on the head twice, and he wasn't even ready for either one of them. Went out of bounds on him as well.
Goes out of bounds against Shanley. We'll call it a turnover. 6 by the Deacons in the first half. Now shot clock turned off. Jeremiah Sim goes to Isaac Cody right wing. Now goes to Ryan Manley. Now to Sim left corner. He'll pull up left side. Midi up and cash. Jeremiah Sim, his first field goal. He's got 3 and brings it within 2. 30-28. Now 7 seconds of ticking. Here's David DeKaiser off the foot of Sim, and now out of bounds. It hits the baseline. No, Sim's got it with 1 second left at the end and gets it to Zeller. And Zeller would have had 2 if he had 2 more seconds. And at the end of the first half, Shanley leads Fargo North by 2, 30-28. Here in the qualifying matchup between the Deacons and the Spartans. We'll take a break and come back with our halftime report. Don't go anywhere. This is the EDC tournament on yourliveevent.com.
Border States provides value to our customers by delivering innovative product and supply chain solutions in the construction, industrial, and utility markets. We're thankful for the support we receive from our community, and we remain committed and driven to provide the best experience possible for our customers and partners across the country. Good luck to everyone competing today from all of us at Border States.
How can I get all of my marketing projects done, you may ask? Well, the answer is simple. Call Range Printing at 888-632-8844. All you need is one call to one source for all types of promos, brochures, banners, and more. To find this one source, head to rangeprinting.com, where endless possibilities wait to meet your countless projects. Range Printing, 888-632-8844. Everything print. Welcome to our Red River Speedway, Valley Speedway halftime report here on yourliveevent.com. Our halftime score in this qualifying matchup between Shanley and Fargo North has the Deacons leading the Spartans 30-28. To host the World of Outlaws this season, visit RedRiverValleySpeedway.com for track schedule and racing news from Red River Valley Speedway. Derek Zimmerman-Geyer, Jacob Tinsen with you on hand for the second portion of the EDC tournament, the boys segment in the qualifying games and championship later on this afternoon. We'll get to that later on and preview that a little bit. Let's talk about this game at Jacob Tinsen. In the first half, there were, I believe, at least 3 lead changes and 1 tie. It doesn't seem like it. Both teams trading blow for blow. It was just with Fargo North getting up to a 5-0 lead, and then Shanley comes back with a 9-0 run of its own. Both teams got a little sloppy with the basketball, but not too bad. Fargo North turned over 4 times and Shanley 6 times. Initial thoughts after 1 half of play, JT?
You said there was that drought in about the middle of that first half, and it was kind of, I think teams were feeling each other out a little bit, trying to get used to the game, the atmosphere here a little bit, and then eventually we got back to the scoring, 30-28, not too bad of a halftime score, a little on the low side for some Class A basketball. But something I've noticed is Fargo North is dropped in that 1-3-1 zone. They were in that man-to-man defense there towards the end of the half. But something they're letting Shanley do is shoot 3-pointers. They've only hit a couple, I think 2 or 3 3-pointers have been hit by the Deacons. But They've just kind of sagged off them, allowed them to shoot, and it's rewarded them because Shanley has missed a bunch of three-pointers, which allowed Fargo North to get out in transition a couple times and get some easy points. But also for Fargo North, they are not cleaning the offensive glass out of that 1-3-1 zone, so that's a big problem for them, allowing Shanley to get those second chance opportunities.
We've seen some physical play in the paint as well. Both teams got in the bonus with, I believe, 8 fouls apiece. And not a lot of opportunities taken by either squad, especially Fargo North. We'll get to that later when we break down our first half stats. Fargo North Spartans, again, 12-12, 12-11 in the region. And the Shanley Deacons, 10-12 and 10-11. The 5-seed Deacons and the 6-seeded Spartans, only that way due to the Deacons defeating the Spartans 2 times in the regular season on the 9th of January and the 29th. And now here Shanley is looking for a 3-0 sweep against their rival squad. We heard in the pregame coach's comments with Coach Ted Critchley, his team has lost to these Deacons twice now one season. Of course you want to qualify for state, but he said it himself. This is a rivalry game for him. You can hear it in his voice with the gruff. And it feels like one. The way the pacing is going, you said it yourself. In a Class 8 game, which we have not seen too many times, us personally, looking at it on paper and on the schedule, it's like, yes, these teams should probably be scoring in the 50s and 60s by around half, maybe more or less. We got ourselves a good old-fashioned defensive contest early on.
I don't know if it's necessarily just the defense. I think it's been those nerves playing at a big facility like this here at the Shack. It's going to be a little bit different from what you're used to. Those games have been at home or on the road. At like other people's high schools. So it's a little bit of a different atmosphere. I think it was a bunch of just getting used to it. I mean, the basket's going to look different with the fans behind the basket. Not something you normally see in a high school gym. So it's going to be it was a little bit of adjusting to the facility, I think, was more or less the reason is why we see this low score.
And the atmosphere will keep picking up and up as the night goes on. And we'll pick up this halftime report from Red River Valley Speedway after this when we come back with individual stats on yourliveevent.com.
The Ada EDA is committed to improving the quality of life for Ada residents by providing assistance to new and small businesses, developing and assisting with affordable housing to provide economic growth for the community as well. New businesses, lots are available in the industrial park, and buildings available along East and West Main Streets. Get information, contact the City of Ada, 218-784-5522. Visit the City of Ada website, adamn.gov.
We are part of so many great communities across North Dakota, from small farm towns to big cities. One thing is for sure, we are proud to be part of your community. Hello, this is Dustin with Irie Insurance, and I am proud to work for Irie Insurance because we give back to our communities in so many ways, like United Way School Drive, the North Dakota Corn Growers Association, our local schools, and youth sports. So thank you for letting us be a part of your community and help protect it. To see some of our community efforts up and down the valley, go to IrieInsurance.com.
Eagle River Utility Solutions is a locally owned premier utility contractor specializing in installation of fiber optics and power with directional boring, vibratory plowing, and direct burial for all fiber optics and power on your property. You can expect these values when you partner with Eagle River Utility Solutions: quality, safety, trust, care, and relationship. Learn more of the services from Eagle River Utility at eagleriverutility.com.
Student athletes have their eye on the ball, making game plans, scoring points, breaking records. At American Federal, we know you have goals too. Whether it's buying farmland, business expansion, home ownership, or planning for retirement, our trusted advisors will help you find the best solutions and make the right calls. Make a winning appointment with an American Federal banker today. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back to our Red River Valley Speedway halftime report here at the Shield Center at the Shack in Fargo, North Dakota, in this qualifying matchup game between Shanley and Fargo North. The Deacons lead the Spartans at 30-28. Now let's see who contributed to those scores. Let's start off with the Spartans, the 6th seed, with Ryan Manley has 7 points and 2 boards. Jeremiah Sim with 3 boards, is 1 for 5 from the line and 3 points. Luke Loberg has 1 rebound and 7 points. Jalen May, 2 for 2 from the line and 4 points of his own. Carter Zeller having a good night in the paint. He has 5 points and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rebounds already. Off the bench for the Spartans, Aiden Carlson has 2 off a lone bucket as soon as he got off of the hardwood. And now for the Shanley Deacons, it's Emmett Kinney with just 1 point and 1 for 4 from the line with 3 rebounds. Braden the Kaiser with 7 points and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He has 9 rebounds. Crashing hard early with some Windex in the first half. Jackson Pollard has 2 threes. He has 2 threes, Jackson Pollard does. No rebounds and 8 points. Connor Kraft with 4 points of his own, no boards. Tyler Kraft with 2 rebounds and 2 points off the bench. Alex Wheelock with 2 trifectas and 6 points. And Matthew Holstein with 3 points off the bench. Dylan Erholtz has gotten in the game but hasn't contributed so far to the scoreboard. As our Red River Valley Speedway halftime report comes to a close officially with about 20 seconds in ticking before half. Team stats real quick. Fargo North with 13 rebounds and 4 turnovers. Shanley out-rebounded Fargo North 14-13. Shanley did turn over 6 times, went 5 for 8 from the line. Fargo North went 5 for 11 with an abundance of those misses coming from Jeremiah Sim. And now officially ready for the buzzer to hit right on cue. Both teams are ready to take the court. Fargo North, I believe, won the tip-off.
I believe you are correct, so it should be Shanley ball here. It looks like we have some Shanley players going to the ref there with the ball, so Shanley will start with it here.
What would we do without rules, JT?
Well, we wouldn't know what to do.
Emmett Kinney and now Tyler Kraft looking to get back into this. Back up after playing this team now 3 times. Now to Kaiser, left elbow, he spins, now back. Now he puts up a right-handed shot off the front of the rim and pulled down by Loberg. Now going right to left, white on white jerseys. Now goes to Sim. He boys his way. Oh, move back, left elbow 2, off, in and out. Couldn't complete the nice play. That one's completed. Hello, Carter Zeller, and hello, second half. Zeller kicks it off in a big way with an and 1 play. He's got 7, and he ties it up at 30 all.
Similar to how the game started as well, Fargo North got that and 1 opportunity to begin the game just a couple seconds into that first half, and then doing it again once here in the second half.
Zeller completes it. He's got 8, and it's 31-30. Fargo North back on top. Our 4th lead change of the game. Now here is Jackson Port, right wing. He goes top of the key. This is Connor Kraft. Feed inside now to Kaiser. Braden backs in, puts up left hand, left block, and that is 2 points, giving the lead right back to Shanley. Kaiser now has 9 points. 32-31. 17 minutes in the second. Sim charges in, now back out. Goes right wing. This is a 3-ball up from the right wing. Pulled down by Connor Kraft. That one wouldn't go by Loberg. Now here comes Tyler Kraft with the basketball. He stops in left front court, goes to Connor. Now back to Tyler at the logo. Glides to the right, goes back to Tyler Kraft. Now Connor Kraft from Tyler. Trying to craft up something. Excuse me. I know. That was bad.
That was too cheesy.
Oh, JT. 32-31. Now we inbound it with 17 on the shot clock. Here is Connor Kraft. He goes to Kaiser, left wing, in and out, steps back, now goes back to Connor Kraft. Tyler Kraft at the top. Get the screen from Connor. Now to Kaiser, left wing 3, up and off, in and out, pulled down by Connor Kraft. Feed it back to Kyler. He was trying to look. Now he goes to Kaiser, right wing. He was looking for him initially, and he goes up to the rim. Can't find the bucket, but he finds the foul and trip to the line.
Nearly got that one to go, even after a bunch of contact. Kind of just threw it out there with his left hand and just hit the front of the rim. Couldn't quite get it to go down.
That foul on Carter Zeller, his first, team first. The Kaiser misses the first one. He's now 2 for 3. He actually has 8 points. He had 6.5. Now looking for his 9th. He does. Completes it now. He's 3 for 4 from the line. And it's 33-31. 16-20 and running. Jeremiah Sim looks to get this offense running down by 2. He's in the right wing. Between the legs, dribble. He goes, spins around in the laundry machine. It goes to Ryan Manley in the right wing. Back to Sim. Guarded by Kenny. Top of the key now. He bullets through and a contact foul. It looks like it's going to be on either Braden DeKaiser or Tyler Kraft. And it's on Tyler Kraft. Tyler Kraft, I believe that's his second foul. It is. No, third foul on Tyler. And now feed inside. That is Zeller, and Zeller, one too many steps. He turns it over. Fargo North gives the basketball back. Here of 16:01 left in the second.
I don't think he knew the defender was there and was about to dribble and just realized that he couldn't because there was a defender right there. He would have dribbled it off his leg.
Now here is Tyler Kraft. He goes to Emmett Kinney, left wing, looking to dish, looking to find. Still on the left side. He goes to Tyler Kraft again. Back to Kinney, left wing. Corrals basketball over his head, dribbles in, spins against May. Nice defense by May, and off the glass on the left side, Mini pulled down by Zeller. May is a hard man to go up against on offense. Now Sim, he'll pull up top of the key 3. That one's short. So much energy in the freshman. Now loose basketball, a scrum. No one's got it still. It looks like a glitch from NBA 2K. And eventually Tyler Kraft comes away with the basketball. Now here's Kenny on the right side. He hoops up, can't find it. And now Zeller again of another defensive rebound. Now here's Ryan Manley. He bounced past the May. A dish, some sauce. May for 2 again. We've seen that before. He's got 6. And it's tied up again at 33 all.
Fargo North likes to leak a couple of rebounders, so that's part of the reason as to why they've struggled on the offensive glass, but that time rewarded having 2 people out there on the fast break.
Now the Kaiser right wing. Braden spins around. Oh, ankle breaker. Put up left hand. Couldn't get it to fall. He dropped and had Fargo North fall. Oh my goodness. Manley goes up, talks to Coach Critchley. And the Kaiser is fouled. He heads to the line once again.
If he would have finished that, that would have been number 1 on our top plays for sure.
My goodness. That was dirty like dirt. The Kaiser puts that free throw up and in. He now has 10 points in double figures for the senior guard. He takes the lead now and doesn't add to it. It's 34-33. Shanley on top. Now Manley, he drives in the baseline and no shot. He's fouled before. That would be the 3rd team foul by Shanley. It's on Tyler Kraft. He now has, does he have 4? Tyler Kraft has 4 fouls now. Now Manley inbounds to Sim, top of the key. Sim goes right side in traffic, 2-on-1. Sim cut in. Oh, he took a walk. Jeremiah Sim turning it over. He's having a tough go here in this qualifying game, JT.
He's had a couple of good looks and just, he must have taken 1 too many. I thought it looked clean to me, but I think just because it was slowed down, it looked like it might have been a travel to the ref there. But he looks like an incredible player. He is just a freshman, so you can see a ton of potential in him. Just has struggled a little bit here in this one.
That one goes airmail to the wrong inbox. Emmett Kinney can't find the pass. It goes into the Shanley bench right next to Coach Tony Paper, and back in favor of Fargo North. The first turnover by the Deacons here in this second half. 34-33, they lead with 14-15 in ticking in the seconds. Now Manley right wing. He's guarded by Pollard. Manley over the head now goes to May. May guarded by Kaiser. Now bounce pass inside. This is Zeller. He bullies his way in there. Bullies in for 2. No, it's pulled down by Manley, however. Manley now clearing the offensive rebound. Now he goes inside, right elbow, spinner around, put up, jumper in and out. Pulled it down. Eventually, going to credit that rebound to number 23, Connor Kraft. Here's left side. Kennett again. Kennett took one off the chin by, I believe, Sim. You could see his head buckle like he was on a roller coaster. No shot. Looks like Isaac Cody's going to check in for Jeremiah Sim. That's his 3rd and team 3rd as well.
I think Kenny wanted the and 1. He got the bucket to go, but it was definitely on the floor, so a little disappointment there for Emmett Kenny.
Here's left side mini up from the Kaiser. Won't go, and pulled down by number 24, Luke Loberg. Now he goes off to Isaac Cody, who now possesses the basketball, directing traffic at the timeline, right at the Bison logo. Goes left front court, looking to pass inside. He goes right elbow, left elbow to to Loberg, now out to Zeller, now to Manley right wing. He puts in a move, and pump fakes, goes inside, underneath, and cleaned up on the putback. Johnny on the spot. Hello, Isaac Cody. His first rebound, his first bucket, and it's 35-34, giving the lead right back to Fargo North. 6 lead changes in this game. Kinney now drives in against May, kicks out, right wing, Puller up for 3, off rim and glass, pulled down by Zeller. My goodness, Zeller. It is only 12-58 and ticking in the second half, and he has 10 rebounds. Now Cody goes left wing to Manley. Manley now hops up for it. Now Fish up to May, left corner. Now back out to near the logo to Isaac Cody. Right wing, this is Manley. Will jab in, jab out. Now feed inside, that is Loberg for 2, 13 feet away, won't go. And offensive rebound, no. It comes away, a scrum still, a wrestling match, what we got. And we got a timeout by Coach Ted Critchley of Fargo North to repossess the basketball. Up 35-34 of 12:34 left to play in regulation.
For 20 years, 702 Communications has been connecting people and businesses to the world through internet, telephone, and TV. And as your needs have changed, so has 702. Our dedication to our community and customers runs deep. So when you call, we listen. And you can trust that we'll never stop working to bring the latest technology to our friends and neighbors. Thank you for 20 years in business. The best is yet to come.
35-34, 12-34, second half. Fargo North leads Shanley here in this qualifying quarrel between the Deacons and the Spartans. Been 6 lead changes and 4 ties, and now no bucket inside there, inside the paint. They call a walk as soon as the rebound picked up by Matthew Holstein. He gets the board, but he also gets the TO.
He's got to keep his feet there, keep his balance on that. Just unfortunately fell on the ground, and easy travel call for the refs.
Easy points for Jalen May. He gets it right off the inbound from the left paint, and Jalen May is starting to turn up himself. He's got 8, and it's 37-34 in favor of Fargo North with 12:18 to play. In regulation, Kinney goes to the Kaiser. He drives in the lane on the left side. His runner floater off the glass. Won't go, pulled down by Zeller. Now cushion all the way up top. All alone, Manley. He escapes the block and finds 2 afterwards. He's got 9, and how about that run? 39-34, Fargo North turning it on, putting the Jets on. Shanley right now, up 39-34 of 12:02 left to play. Timeout on the floor here in the second half.
It's a family-oriented community.
Great community to raise kids in a family.
They're a safe place to raise a family, and can go four-wheeling on the trails or kayaking down the river.
Just more than knowing the family that's here, it's getting to know new neighbors.
We wanted to be somewhere that was community oriented, and this felt just perfect.
Coming back from the timeout by Coach Tony Paper and the Shanley Deacons, down 39-34. A quick run here by the Spartans, up by that score of 12:02 left to play in the second half. A quick little note here, Jacob Tinson. The Fargo North student section off to our left side is wearing all red. Shanley is all red. So
I don't know if it's just a little to tease them a little bit, be like, oh, we're your fans, but actually we're not. And then, but Shanley's over there in the white, so I don't know exactly what the plan was there from the student section, but
who corresponded this?
I don't know.
And McKinney now looking to get his team back in action. He goes off to number 24, Dylan Erholtz. Erholtz now loses the basketball. Corralled, picked up by Braden DeKaiser, top of the key. Gets a screen hard from Kraft, right side elbow up and in. Gets the friendly roll in favor of Braden DeKaiser. He's now got 12 and breaks the drought, brings it within 3, 39-36.
That's what you call a shooter's touch. Hits the front rim and still finds its way in.
Just a little touch, a little tip, a little tap, tap, tap to Baru. Here's a left wing tap. That's 3 tapped off by Isaac Cody and found by Emmett Kinney. 11:23 in the second half. Kinney now running the floor, right wing. Oh, he'll stop. Pop for 3. Off short. And long loose rebound. Oh, that one ricocheted underneath. Isaac Cody tried to be heroic and hits the back of the glass and gives it right back to Shanley. Jeremiah Sim checks in for Isaac Cody. Sim comes in the game with 3 points and 3 fouls to match and 3 rebounds as well.
Magic numbers 3.
Looking for 3 or 2. Shanley right now down by 3. Goes to Kinney, left wing off the inbound. Now misses Connor Kraft in the right wing. Goes up on the runner, right block, won't find it. And rebounded by Sim. Sim now pushing the court. He goes inside the May, and too much mustard on May on that pass in the right baseline. And a turnover, Fargo North. Once again, Sim comes off the bench. He's all riled up, and he's got the right idea. May had a look, and May has been cleaning it up down there in the paint, and just too much on that pass. Too much zip.
If Sam could have got it to him, I think it would have been 2 points there for the Spartans, but just unfortunately a little too much on that pass.
Now here is number 2 for Shanley. This is Wheelock. Now he goes to Kinney right wing. Now spin inside. Kraft. Oh, that was crafty. Again, no pun intended, but it doesn't go. Zeller finds the rebound. Now pushing it is Sim. Oh, he almost crossed over. Kinney lost the basketball himself. Now Sim goes to the top of the key, gliding over, going to hand off to Manley. No, he fakes, now stays in the left wing. Now backs out to the front court. Sim eyeing up, gets a screen from Zeller. He'll pull up, no, he goes right side still with the basketball. He goes off now to Loberg. Loberg fighting inside the paint, and he's fouled. Putting up the shot, looking for a scoop layup in the paint, and he heads to the line.
Fargo North had to come playing a play-in game even to get into the EDC tournament, so they're playing like they have something to prove, and they want this state trip. They've lost to Shanley twice earlier in the year, so they've come in as the underdogs, but playing like they should be that number 5 seed.
Loberg hits the first, misses the second, goes 1 for 2. He's got 8. Rebounded, however, by Loberg, and that one's denied. Oh, hello there. Holstein finds that one. Give it back now to Shanley. 4 turnovers, Fargo North. 40-36, Fargo North. The Kaiser make that 40-38 off the left side jumper. Pulls up, puts it in. The Kaiser now, he's got 14, a game high for all players with 9:50 left in regulation. Now inside the paint, Sim, that one finds the mark off the bank in from the lay-in. Jeremiah Sim, his second field goal of the afternoon. He's got 5, and it's back to a 4-point game, 42-38. Spartans on top. Reverse lay-in! Hello, Connor Kraft along the baseline, getting nifty with it. And Connor Kraft now has 6 points, and it brings it within 2. 42-40. Ooh, Sim backing in near his cheerleaders, falling out of bounds. Slapping hands with Luke Loberg. He heads to the line, the freshman does, if he pulled that one off. Cirque du Soleil once again here in this game.
And that's just where that explosion is very helpful for Sem. Just can stop on a dime and then go and explode and get to the rim right there. Had a chance to get that and one bucket, but a nice move by Sem to get to the free throw line.
Sim, his second make of the afternoon from the free throw line. He has 6 points. It's 43-40 now. And now the second one, 2 for 2. Sim goes. He's got 7. 44-40. Fargo North on top. 9:15, second half. Kenny now top of the key. Gets a screen from Crab. Now goes top of the key to Pollard. Back to Kenny right corner. He's not going to pull up. He goes top of the key to Kaiser. To Kaiser with the basketball a lot in his hands tonight. And misses off the rim right there. Pulled it down by Carter Zeller. Who else? Racking him up right now. Sim now spinning inside. Putting up the left-hand hand. Laying the left block. Almost went in. Kenny finds the board on the defensive side. Now running it on offense. Down by 4. Kenny now at the top of the key, goes left side. Pollard, he pump fakes, now drives inside, baseline left side, puts it up for 2. Pollard, very fluid right there. Nice fake, better finish, driving inside for the bucket. He's got 10, and it's 44-42. Shanley down. 8:30 second half. Sim right wing. Between the legs goes to Jalen May, puts a move on, fakes, and have a contact foul. I believe that's on number 13, Matthew Holstein. I do declare. Thank you.
Correct.
May is fouled. Will re-inbound. That is the 6th team foul by Shanley in this second half. Getting close to the bonus. Down by 2. 8:25 to play. 8:25 left. Refs conferring with the scorers table. We're good to go. Ryan Manley to inbound. He goes to Zeller. Top. Now to Loberg, now in the right corner. This is May. Oh my goodness, once again, May. Oh, couldn't get the roll. And loose ball goes out of bounds. Still, Fargo North basketball. No. They reconfigure that call and give it to Shanley. Much to the disapproval and dismay of the Fargo North faithful.
It's the second time, I believe, that it's happened to Fargo North where they've changed the call on an out-of-bounds play. But, I mean, they're still up on the scoreboard, so got to be happy with that at least.
Now Kenny, right corner. Top of the key. Kaiser putting a move. Back out, jab up, right hand, up and in. The Kaiser ties it up from the paint, making it look absolutely simple, like basic math. 5 ties in this game, and it's 44 all.
The Kaiser has awoken here in this one, starting to be the whole team, the whole offensive side there for the Deacons.
Sim now with 7:35 second half. He drives in from about 12 feet away, spinning around like a top. Goes to Manley, who drives in the elbow. Now to May, left side. May pulling his shoulder down. Did May contact foul? They're calling a foul against Jalen May, offensive side.
I believe it will go against the Deacons here.
Looks like too much of a bump on Jalen May's drive in favor of Jalen. And that is the 17th foul by Shanley, so it sends the junior forward to the line. He's 2 for 2 here in his second trip. He's got 8 points. Can he break the tie? He does. 9 points, 3-3. 45-44. Fargo North on top. 7th lead change. May looking to put it up to 2. Yes, sir. Jalen May, quiet 10 points, honestly. And it's 46-44, 7:25 in the second. May doing all his handiwork down low.
He's had some fancy plays or some fancy dribbling for the big guy, and then he's had a couple nice passes as well. So he kind of has done the little things and just, like you said, quietly up to 10 points now. This has been a nice little role player here for the Spartans.
Ryan Manley almost had that one tipped away in his favor of the Spartans from the Kaiser. It stays with the Deacons. Emmett Kinney now, the Stanford kicker. On the right side, spins in on the paint, fadeaway jumper, and off short, pulled down by Jalen May. His first board, believe it or not. Oh, behind the back, Sim with the dribble. Now to Jay, now to May in the right wing. Back to Sim, top of the key. Puts a jab, now goes the right side. Oh, back out, step back, goes the right corner to Manley. Manley now looking to dish. Manley now drives in. Manley lost the basketball. He is fouled. And Manley heads to the line, can add to his lead. The 8th team foul by Shanley.
Yeah, Shanley having already 8 fouls now gives Fargo North a big advantage because anytime they're fouled now, they're going to go to the line. As for Fargo North, they've only fouled 3 times here in this half, so still 4 more fouls to go until the Deacons will be shooting free throws.
I believe that foul was on either Holstein or Pollard. And now that one off by Manley, and rebound is taken down by the Kaiser. Manley 1 for 2 from the line, doesn't add to the totals. Still 2-point games. 6:35 in the second. Tower Craft, top of the key.
First time we've seen Kraft since he picked up his 4th foul way back at about the 16-minute mark.
Goes to Connor Kraft, who goes to the Kaiser. Spin around, turn around, jumper won't go. Pulled it down by number 24, Luke Loberg. And now here's the left side. Oh, hello! Left wing 3. Jeremiah Sim. Where did that come from? 49-44.
And that's the potential you see in Sem. He could be one of the best players in the state by the end of his career here at Fargo North.
49-44. Sim has 9 now, and answering right back. Connor Kraft backing in from the left block, puts in 2, and brings up in 3 again. 49-46. Sim again at the top. He'll pull up for 3 once more. Off the rim and off the back, and pulled down and protected by Connor Kraft. His second board. Now run the court. Now on the left wing. This is Kenny. Now over to left corner. Here's a left corner shot up. 3-ball rims in and out from Pollard. And the offensive rebound put back good by number 23, Connor Kraft. He has 10 points and a board. Now 3 boards. It's in 1 now. 49-48. Now it's Jalen May once again rumbling, bumbling, stumbling inside the paint. What else is new? And they call a foul against Jalen May and a turnover by Fargo North, the 5th of the second half. Shanley basketball with 5:12 left to play in regulation.
May likes to lower that shoulder. I'm surprised that's only the first time he's been called for a charge. That was a smart play there. I believe that was the Kaiser. Ended up taking that contact and falling over for that charge.
Tyler Kraft, top of the key three. He'll pull up and off rim. Pulled down by number 23, Jacob Brocius in the game now. Or Brocius, excuse me. And now puts up. And now Sim, he puts up from the left block. It won't go. Pulled down by Tyler Kraft. Or Connor Kraft, excuse me. Now, dish to Connor Kraft. Now to Pollard. And Pollard, reverse layup on the right side. Finds it in. He's got 12 points and takes the lead back at 50-49 with 4:33. Getting loud in here at the Shack in the Shield Center. Jalen May on the left side. Left elbow goes cross court to Manley, right wing. He'll pull up for three. Won't bake it in. And rebound. Scrum fought for. And it goes in favor of Shanley as both Tyler Kraft and I believe Holstein or DeKaiser slap hands in favor of their Deacons.
Can't blame them. They were just trying to hustle for that rebound. Just unfortunately got out of position and ended up drawing the foul there.
Now here is Tyler Kraft. He goes to Kenny, left wing, in the left front court more or less. Looking for a screen from Connor Kraft. He gets it, goes top of the key. He'll pull up a long two. Yes, sir. Emmett Kinney looked like a heat check. He only has 3 points, but it's 52-49. A 3-point game in favor of the Shanley Deacons. Timeout on the floor. 4:01 left to play and regulation. Don't go anywhere here on yourliveevent.com.
Let's face it, most of us don't go a day without our phone, computer, or tablet. These devices have not only financial data, but confidential information for our businesses too. Hello, this is Dustin with Irie Insurance, and cyber threats happen around the country every minute of every day. People have lost everything at the most and had huge inconveniences at the very least. That's why we offer a variety of cybersecurity insurance coverages for small and big businesses. Don't wait until you lose customer information or money. Go to IrieInsurance.com to find out more about cyber coverages and protect your business today.
Scoreboard reads 49 points for the Spartans. It's 52-49. Shanley on top of Fargo North with 4:01 left to play in regulation in the second half at the Shield Center at the Shack in Fargo, North Dakota. A qualifying quarrel between Shanley and Fargo North. A third time's a charm type of matchup between these two teams. And Shanley has defeated Fargo North 2 times this season. Fargo North was up at the half, 30-28. But the Deacons hasn't gotten out of hand at any point in this game. But the Deacons showing consistency on their side of the offensive court. Now, dish inside, Manley all alone! Slam, jam, tram! Ryan Manley, where did that come from? Off the dish from Brocious.
A perfectly executed play there gets him on the backdoor cut for the big-time slam.
He brings it within one. That dish actually from Aiden Carlson in the game now. Now Manley guarding the Kaiser. Can't guard him enough. No, he does. He gets a nice swipe at it and tries to swipe at Pollard, and Pollard puts it in from the right block. He's got 14 and puts it back up to 54-51. Manley, he's 6'3".
That was a manly dunk.
Very nice. May now, the Sim, he gets it from Loberg. Now Sim, right side block from a few feet away, gets his own offensive rebound and gets another 2. Sim with 5 rebounds, 12 points. The freshman turning it on, brings it within 2 once again, 54-53.
Smart play there by Sim on getting the rebound and just going up right away, not allowing the defender to get in position to potentially block that one.
Emmett Kinney now backs up, goes right wing to Tyler Kraft. He's guarded by Loberg. Looks to pass, he does. Top of the key to the Kaiser. Feeds inside, now to Tyler Kraft. Or Connor Kraft now. Connor Kraft now goes over to Tyler in the right corner. Finds it in the baseline. Dish back to Connor. Up! Oh, absolutely smothered by Sim! Get that out of here!
Rising up for that one. Blocking the 6'6" Kraft. I think that was going to be a dunk attempt on that, but rejected.
Sim with the bunnies at the top of the key now. He'll step back. No. Guarded by Kinney. He's feeling himself. He's got to get this lead back. He goes up for 2. He's fouled, and he can get it at the line.
I thought he was going to get that one to go to the place. Would have erupted after that.
He was feeling the electricity in the air, powered by his student section right in front of him, with Sim now going to the line. He has 12 points. He can tie it up. Not that time. Still 54-53. We have a substitution. Looks like Carter Zeller came back into the game in favor of number 20, Aiden Carlson. Sim ties it up, however. He's got lucky number 13, 54 all here at the Shield Center.
Who wants it more? Who wants to go to state? Tied at 54 with just 2 minutes here to go. It's going to get interesting from here.
Here is Brandon Kaiser, right wing, guarded by Manley. Goes inside now to Kraft. Kraft from the right hand won't go in and out. Pulled down by Sim, still loose basketball. Port left elbow two, off iron rim front, and pulled down by Manley. That shot by Connor Kraft. Now Fargo North with 1:40 to play in regulation. We have a timeout by the Spartans and Coach Ted Critchley with 1:40 on the dot left to play in a 54-all tie here at the Shield Center on yourliveevent.com.
Red River Valley Speedway, what a great place to let your heart race. Excitement second to none. Every Friday night you're gonna feel alright. Your destination for family fun. Red River Valley Speedway, the fastest high-bank dirt track in the upper Midwest.
Things are getting interesting here this evening in the first qualifying matchup between Shanley and Fargo North. It's been interesting all night, but we are set up for a spectacular finish at the Shack between the Deacons and the Spartans. It's 54-54 with 1:40 to go, JT. Both teams starting to feel themselves, but none other so far in the last few minutes than both Jeremiah Sim and Ryan Manley of the Spartans.
Yeah, big time slam and the big time block by Sim on the other end. Just getting into it on both sides. Sim waking up a little bit there, also on the offensive side. So we should have some good basketball here down the stretch.
Who's going to state with 1:35 in regulation? Sim has the basketball for his Spartans. Facing his student section, he goes to Manley at the Bison logo. Bounce pass over, now to Zeller, now left corner, back to Manley. He drives in left side, now cross court to Sim. Right wing, Sim jabbing in, now goes, step back. He's going to put for three at the shot clock buzzer. Finds it to go! Jeremiah Sim! Absolutely dramatic!
Kawhi-esque there on the bounces to get it to go. Everybody was just holding their breath, waiting to see if it would go in or not.
And this one off the opposite side won't go. Manley pulls down the rebound. 57-54 with the lead for Fargo North with 51 seconds. And now we have what do we have here? A charge or we have a foul against Kenny?
I believe it's going to be called against Emmett Kenny there.
It'll be his second, I believe. 57-54, Fargo North off the tray from the right wing by Jeremiah Sim. Kawhi Leonard-esque type of hold your breath shot. Sim now, since 10 team fouls by Shanley, he goes to the line in a double bonus.
But what about that move to set it up to the step back, pumping and then getting it to go as well? I tell you, this Sim kid, he's going to be something to watch here in the next couple of years.
That is a top player of the week in my book, and that one swished by Sim. He goes 2 for 2. He's really cleaned it up from the free throw line. He has 18 points in a 59-54 lead for his Deacons with 51.1 left to play in regulation. Timeout on the floor. We'll take one with them. Coming back after this.
At Nielsen Brand Law, we know lawyers are meant to solve problems. Whether you are going through a divorce, navigating a business dispute, need help with an estate plan, dealing with the death of a loved one, or are facing criminal charges, we are here to help. The attorneys at Nielsen Brand Law want to make sure your future is secure. You'll receive individual counsel for your specific needs and also an entire team working for your best potential outcome. Nielsen Brand Law, with offices in Fargo, Mayville, and Grand Forks. We are ready to work with you. Visit us online today at NielsenBrandLaw.com.
Welcome back to YourLiveEvent.com. Timeout break on the floor with Shanley trailing Fargo North 59-54 with 51.1 seconds left to tick here in the second half. It's the qualifying quarrel for state between the Deacons and Fargo North. Fargo North has lost 2 matchups to Shanley this season and now looking to make the 3rd time a charm. Coach Ted Critchley of the Spartans wanted this one in the pregame show. He wants this one. It's a chance to go to the state, but it's also a chance to knock off a rival and someone who's beaten his team twice now. Now Shanley with little time to get it going. Down 59-54. Polar top of key 3. Can't answer right back. Pulled down by Loberg, and we might be seeing the beginning of the end here, JT, as the foul committed by Shanley.
The Fargo North fans are feeling this. If he sinks both these free throws, I think we could be saying goodbye to Shanley here on the season.
Loberg, don't hold your breath, as we did on that last year by Sim, is 1 for 3 from the line. There you go. It's got 9. And it's a 6-point lead.
One more free throw makes it a 3-possession game with just 39 seconds. That will be tough.
Gets that roll. 10 points for Loberg. It's 61, 54, 35 seconds to tick. There's Kraft. Kaiser top of key. He'll fire desperation heave off the back of the glass and pulled it down by May. Heads up play, crashing over the light and out of bounds, and they still call Shanley basketball. It looked like he bounced it off of the Deacons. A heads up high IQ maneuver. And is May still down? No, he's back up. They're checking somebody else.
I think they're just adjusting the rope there.
And Shanley inbounds now to Kraft. Connor Kraft, the Kaiser right wing 3 again. He's fouled from beyond the arc. He does not hit, but he can make up for the damage with 3 shots at the line. Down 61-54 of 22.7 left in regulation.
Talk about the high IQ play by May trying to throw it off the defender there. That one's a pretty low IQ play. You're up 7. You don't need to contest them that tightly. Just put your hands up and have that contest right there. And if he makes it, he makes it. There's still 22 seconds, and you have that 4-point lead.
Kaiser sinks it. He's got 17, 61-55. Kaiser's been money from the foul line so far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's 5 for 6. He'll make it another one. He does. Kaiser now with 18, just tallying it up. 61-56. Shot clock will be turned off on the next possession, so you have to foul. Or you look for the steal if you're Shanley. And 2 for 3, but the Kaiser gets the rebound. Right corner 3. That one's swatted away midair. Put back though, offensive rebound in by Kenny. And he brings it within 3 with 17.7 to go. And that might be one of the things you might need right there. We'll come back with it after the timeout. 61-58. Fargo North leads by that score after this.
The City of Hillsborough welcomes you with opportunities to build, grow, live, and work in the Hillsborough community. With the City of Hillsborough Renaissance Zone, new businesses and entrepreneurs can use to start a business. The time for you to consider Hillsborough is now. Come see us, make the drive, and visit the City of Hillsborough. Contact city offices or visit www.hillsborough-nd.com. Small town, big opportunity. Experience Hillsborough.
Welcome back to YourLiveEvent.com. Things getting dicey at the Shield Center once again. It looked like Fargo North had almost locked it up, going up by 6 points over Shanley. But after a miss from the free throw line off of a foul, the Kaiser from the beyond the arc, he got 3 attempts, missed the third one, but rebounded by Emmett Kinney for the offensive putback. And now it's only a 3-point game with 17.7 left to go in regulation. Gotta get the steal or foul. Loberg to inbound. Guarded by Kraft to get to Sim. Sim will go to the line. And this is interesting. Sim has been turning up the heat lately, especially from the foul line. He's found his groove there. But he did start the night from the foul line 0 for 4. He's got 18 points.
He just needs 1, and then that will make it pretty tough for Shanley here. I guess I almost have to eat my words. There's a 7-point lead, and Shanley is very much in this ballgame right now.
Sim had 5 misses from the foul line. He sinks that one. Doesn't sink it. He gets the roll, and it's 19 points for him. 62-58. 16.8 now. Sim again. In and out. Missed that one. 4-point game. Seconds are ticking now. Kraft goes over to the Kaiser. Off his hand, into the hands of the Spartans. Back out, and finally a collision for a foul. Loberg has it, and he can sink it right here. Punch the ticket to state. Opportunity for Luke Loberg.
Just an unfortunate situation there for the Kaiser. Was looking to drive past the defender, just ended up hitting, I think it was actually his own teammate's leg, and as it ricocheted out and then getting away with it, there was the Spartans.
3 for 6 from the line, Loberg is after that miss. The second, off. And now you have very little time. It looks like it might be over 5 seconds. The Kaiser puts up, tries to throw the foul. It does not matter. Fargo North comes back with it. Third time is a charm for the Spartans, and they defeat the Shanley Deacons 62-58 and punch their ticket to state.
Third time is the charm there for Fargo North. The fans are loving it. The players are loving it. It doesn't matter what happened in the regular season. It's all about that postseason action, and they got it done. They punched their ticket, as you said, to state.
It's all about the playoffs here in Class A in the EDC tournament, and our first boys qualifying matchup in favor of Fargo North. Redemption and retribution for the Spartans. We'll take a break and come back with our post-game report, and we'll get back to our later game coverage of the EDC tournament. Don't go anywhere. This is YourLiveEvent.com.
The Ada EDA is committed to improving the quality of life for Ada residents by providing assistance to new and small businesses, developing and assisting with affordable housing to provide economic growth in our community, and including building incentives with affordable lots in great locations with amenities, and also city property tax abatement and free city utilities. For information, contact City of Ada 784-5522 or visit the City of Ada website adamn.gov.
Welcome to your post-game report. Before our next game gets underway on our different broadcast link on YourLiveEvent.com. Also, don't forget to subscribe and watch here on YourLiveEvent.com for more close ball games like that one. That last ball game saw the Fargo North Spartans defeat the Shanley Deacons 62-58 and have tacked on a ticket to state after losing twice to the Deacons earlier in the regular season. Redemption for Fargo North. Let's see how they got there in our first and second half recap. It was tied up 30-28. Excuse me, math. The last game I did was tied up at half. Fargo North led 30-28 at the half. A close back and forth ball game early on and all throughout. 9 lead changes overall and 6 ties. And in the second half, both teams just going tit for tat over and over. And that's where Shanley in the later half of the second half, it seemed like after Ryan Manley put it down for a slam jam for the dunk, that's where all the momentum escaped the bodies of the Deacons and back over to Fargo North for them to pull off this upset. And now, continuing on, let's look at our scores of the game. Let's start with the Shanley Deacons. We got Emmett Kinney with 7 points and 6 rebounds. Braden Kaiser, I believe a second game high, 17 points and 9 rebounds. Jackson Pollard, no rebounds, 14 points, all scoring for Jackson. Connor Kraft with 10 points, 4 rebounds. Tyler Kraft with 2 points, 3 rebounds. He had 4 fouls in his back pocket. Alex Wheelock, only 6 points off of 2 trays. He didn't see much of Alex Wheelock in the second half. Gotta wonder why. He had no fouls on his plate. Matthew Holstein with 3 points off the bench and 1 board. And for Fargo North, Ryan Manley with 5 points, 5 rebounds, 11 points. Jeremiah Sim with 5 rebounds, a game-high 19 points. Luke Loberg with 5 rebounds, 10 points. Jalen May with 10 points and 1 rebound. And Carter Zeller, almost double figures. He had 8 with, boy howdy, 13 rebounds. So 4 starters for Fargo North pick up double digits in the points category. A big reason for their victory over Shanley this afternoon. Off the bench for the Spartans, Isaac Cody had 2, as well did Aiden Carlson. He also had the dish to Ryan Manley for the Dunkaroony. And as far as that, Jacob Brocious off the bench had a board as well, as did Isaac Cody. Your final score once again in favor of the Fargo North Spartans over the Shanley Deacons. 62-58. The Spartans are going to state. Shanley's season ends at 10-13 and 10-12 in the East region. Meanwhile, the Spartans now above 500 at the threshold, 13-12 and 13-11 in the East region. Thanks for joining me on this broadcast, everyone. Me and Jacob Tinson. You'll hear from JT in our next matchup. You'll hear from that very shortly when we get the Wahpeton in our next ball game on YourLoveEvent.com. And after that, we'll have the Boys East Region Championship at the EDC tournament. So don't go anywhere. Everyone, keep on watching here on YourLoveEvent.com. And don't forget to subscribe. We'll see you in a few short minutes.